I'm Cedric. I'm a full-time software engineer from Belgium. And on the side, I'm building a video editing business called CreatorFest. I'm eating Kellogg's. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys. It's this one. Hey, hey. Aldi, if you're seeing this, sponsor me. It's been 90 days since the start of CreatorFest. First, I wanna pick up something that I left off in the previous video. I have a dilemma. I'm thinking of switching up the business, the idea that I had was to deliver websites for creators. Now I'm thinking of switching it up to video editing, to deliver video editing services to content creators. So I decided to switch from web design to video editing because it just felt better suited for me. Or I was almost going to start a web design project, just called the client. I explained the situation and they were very understanding. We hadn't formally agreed on anything yet, so it wasn't like I was going to stop a project midway. Eventually as well, they decided to stop the project that they were building. It wasn't that big of a deal. So yeah, now I'm fully focused on video editing. It's actually been 90 days since I started my side hustle. And I want to touch on some lessons that I've learned. I learned a lot of things on the way. For other people that are interested in starting side hustles, especially service-based businesses, this might be interesting. There are mainly three big mistakes that I made and that I want to talk about. The first one, I wish I had known this earlier, is simply to make it a routine. So one of the most difficult things for me was time management at the start. Now I'm quite good at it. The issue that I then went into is that I have a tendency to say yes to plans that someone invites me to. So for example, if a friend wants to do something on a Friday, I just have a tendency to say, okay, fine, let's do it. But then because I did not set time apart to work on CreatorFest, at the end of the week, I would not have spent any time on it because I already planned other things on top of it. That's something that I learned, is just to plan time ahead. That's what works for me. And so the easiest way that I'm doing it now is just to make a routine. So I have set days when I set time apart to work on it. So it may be Saturday from 10 to 1. If someone invites me to something, I can tell them, oh no, Monday won't work for me, but I can do it on Tuesday or Thursday. It's just way easier to do it that way. I also don't believe in grinding and hustling hours and hours or sacrificing your sleep for it. I did that in the past years ago, but it's not a healthy, sustainable way to do it. So I try to keep my weeks balanced with sports, seeing my friends and family. So my current goal for the upcoming weeks is very simple, is to land clients. That's what I'm going to be focused on the next week. And the way that I'm doing this today is to build out portfolio projects. So I want to expand my portfolio so that people that are interested can have a look at what it's like to work with me in CreatorFest. I'm currently re-editing a video of a YouTuber in the tech and finance space, add some animations and some sound effects, add making the video really good, and then post this on my Instagram and website for CreatorFest. Up something quick, some fried rice with an omelette and some chicken, and then I added some sauce to the mix. I'm currently watching Vampire Diaries. I did not expect to be hooked on Vampire Diaries because I normally don't watch romance series, romance movie. I don't like them, but Vampire Diaries is good. I cannot lie. The second mistake that I made while building CreatorFest is when I started out, I was focused on the wrong things. Being able to know, okay, what's really important to do and what's not important, but it's just fancy. For example, building an old personal website. It's nice to have one, and but if I could go back, I wouldn't focus my time on that. It's just not a priority. And you can't know that in advance. It's very difficult to know that, but just if I could go back right now, all of my time would go to building portfolio projects and then setting up a simple Instagram page and putting those projects on there and then talking to my friends and family about my business. That's the only thing. The rest doesn't really matter. The third thing that I learned after 90 days was something actually that I did pretty well, and that is just to start. It's very, very easy to sit and think for weeks, to think about how a certain idea, a certain project might plan out. The best thing to do is to just start. When I had this idea, I thought like, oh, it would be really nice to work with creators, to make some cool projects that I would be proud of. And I could have spent weeks and weeks just thinking about how I was going to execute this, or who would I need to talk to. It's very easy to stay in this planning stage. Half of the battle is just starting out and getting over that fear of what might happen or fear of failure. To build up on that, it's really a marathon instead of a sprint. I thought that after 90 days I would be way further ahead than I am right now. All the things that I want to achieve are possible. I honestly believe that, but it would just take time. It's really fun to build this app. I really, really enjoy it. I wanted to build something new, and I knew that it would be a challenge and that I would learn stuff along the way. And I am doing it, so I'm happy. I'm going to go outside. I think I'm going to go for a walk later on after I'm done eating, because I've been inside for too many days now. I can feel it on my mood. I'm not made to be inside. I don't like staying inside the whole day. It's not the best weather right now. Honestly, we're in the middle of winter, so it's grayish, cold, typical Belgian weather. By the way, guys, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I wish that God blesses you for the whole of 2025. I personally had a good 2024, I would say. Started a lot of new things. I started speaking English in my YouTube videos, something that I didn't know I would decide to do, but it turned out very, very much better than I expected, really. I'm healthy, and my family and the people around me are also healthy, so that's the thing I'm most grateful for, I would say.